and welcome back to
The Zach
and Buzz
Review! Or
So,
should we go?
yeah, that's what I'm doing.
That's it. Superheroes, because we're reviewing
The
The
Boys!
Boys. That's it, The Boys.
Episode 1, 2 and 3 of Season 4.
It's really great to see The Boys back.
Yes.
And because it's just, they've released the first 3 episodes, so we decided rather than we're going to review each episode, we crammed, we watched all 3. That's what we're talking about.
So, first thing about The Boys is it's a show that we absolutely love.
I mean,
just the style, the way it's written is...
It's been a joy.
So good.
It's been a joy to watch. It is action. It is funny. It is satire. It is tongue in cheek. It basically, it's what's missing out of a lot of TV shows these days because everybody's too scared to offend different.
Yeah, everything's
sort of,
pandering.
Yeah,
now.
everybody. It mustn't offend different parts of society. You know,
and not to go into too vulgar speech here. It doesn't give a shit.
No, it doesn't give a shit about whether you are, right wing, left wing, LGBTQ plus, whether you are,
whether you're sad, happy,
disabled,
angry.
whatever. It's taken us back to a time where you can actually have a program where you can take the piss out of anybody and everything, and you can laugh at yourself.
Exactly,
and
because
laugh at the
it is
situation.
so offensive. It's just great.
It's offensive. But in a funny way.
Yeah,
you don't
exactly.
come away saying, "Oh my God, how dare they do that?"
I dare say.
Come on, the last series we had
Yeah.
men climbing inside of other men's penises and then blowing them up.
Well, there was a guy. Oh wow, we can go into that. Was episode 2, I think. In this one, but that was the guy doing something in the sauna. With himself.
He was rimming himself
about
human
centipeding.
Yes, it was like, but that's The Boys for you.
Wow.
It doesn't hold back. I can only say, the actors that get those roles, they must be dead sure they know what they're going into when they go for those parts.
I just love the kind of like cross and counter plots between the characters. Like people trying to kill people that can't get killed, but don't want to be revealed that they are actually superheroes, so they can't do anything about the fact that they've just had acid thrown on them.
And
it's like, damn, you just ruined this.
That's it. You just shot me in the head.
Why would you do that?
Well, this cost me. This is Armani or whatever. And it's like, it's just so good. It really is good. And the parody of the superheroes, having Homelander, who is Superman.
Evil Superman.
Evil Superman. Just having the fact that they are all damaged.
Yeah.
They're all damaged goods. I mean, what do we call it is the Lord of the Oceans.
The Deep.
The Deep. I mean,
Deep thoughts with the Deep.
Him and the octopus. Did we finish off in the last... I'm jumping to the last episode. Did we finish at the end of the last episode? I think he's being fed his pet octopus. That's what I reckon.
Do you reckon that's what it is?
I reckon.
Because
he was eating it going...
you had, was it Sister Sage or something?
Yeah, Sister
Sage. Who's like the smartest person on the planet.
She knows what she's doing.
She's managed to, make like a trap for the boys.
Yeah.
And then obviously Butch had to come in and save the day.
I mean, Carl Urban is absolutely... I love
He's a legend.
His English Cockney accent is to die for. It is so bad.
Don't be a...
Can we say the C word? I better not.
Just say the C word, that's fine. Yeah. That's tolerable.
Yes, I mean, but the things he comes out with...
Alright, C words.
Yeah, you monkey... And all this. I mean, the thing is, it's such a bad accent, but it's delivered so well.
It's so good. It's
really is.
So good. And I love, just the way him and Homelander bounce off each other. They hate each other, but they can't kill each other.
Yeah. So we see So we introduced back in there on the first episode, and that kind of reintroduces everything because there's been a bit of a break. You got to kind of have the quick review, preview of what
obviously, by this point, Butch has had the Temphy, and he's kind of said he's got 6 months to live.
And even and Homelander has used his X-ray vision and says he's got this dark mass going around his brain or something. And we see at the end of the episode like a wiggly worm going through
we see it a couple of times throughout these episodes.
Through his temple veins.
He's always throwing up and kind of. Bleh.
But and there we go. All the different relationships are going on. Oh man, it's good. It's good. He's back.
Yeah.
This is really fresh, and I really enjoy this kind of humour because I find that we are denied this kind of humour. Even in everyday life,
Yeah.
you can't say anything that might accidentally offend anybody.
Yeah.
Even to the point of, should I call this person sir or madam just to be polite? Or actually, they might not identify as that, so, whatever. Yeah, we have to be. It's just crazy world we live in today.
But it pokes fun at all of that.
Yeah, it does. That's exactly where I'm going.
It makes so much fun out of everything that we're just kind of like forced into now in modern life, and it critiques everything from politics to anything.
Yeah, no, sexuality,
exactly,
everything.
Yeah.
So it's great. I don't know what you guys think about it, but so far, this particular series, it started off well.
Yeah.
I want to see where it goes. It was really funny. I mean, obviously you've got Homelander, who is having a
kind of a midlife crisis.
Midlife crisis. He's. I suppose the thing is, he's meant to be invulnerable to anything.
Yeah.
And the first thing that we see is like they could have done it where he got, oh, my hair's falling out my head, but no, it's his pubic hair.
He's collecting it.
And then there's little references where because he's got super hearing, where he overhears people saying about having to cover up the neck wrinkles with makeup and stuff, and he's like looking at them. He's having a midlife crisis.
Yeah, and he kind of wants his son to be in the limelight, but he doesn't want to give it up.
Yeah, exactly. I want you to be next to me, like father and son, be the new mini Homelander.
Yeah.
But at the same time, he kept stepping in.
Yeah.
To like when he was meant to make his
that
first
orchestrated save
in where we all knew the stuntman was going to get killed.
It's all right. I can take it.
I can take it. And then his leg falls off.
And then then obviously later on he's like, "Oh, you're sorry about the fact that you killed the guy."
Yeah, but these are human beings.
They're just our toys.
They're toys. They're nothing. They're less than ants.
Yeah, we're better than them.
And again, that's how. It's a great kind of like social comment that
exactly.
There are people out there that
But I will bring up probably my preferred of the 3 episodes is definitely the second one for its critique of like the conspiracy theories.
Oh, the conspiracy.
The Truth Con.
Oh, the Truth. Well, we had. Oh yes, of course, because obviously we crammed it, so it's all getting a bit mixed in. Yeah, going to the Truth Con, and who was the character? It's Sparks or something.
Firecracker.
Who's
now in the 7 as of episode 3.
Yeah.
Who's kind of been introduced to kind of be the counter Starlight.
Yeah, but the fact is that whole conspiracy theory that she makes up all this stuff, and there are people that will just lap it up, and it's taking the pee out of all the conspiracy theorists out there that love to lap all this stuff up. But that's the thing. It's poking fun at everybody.
Yeah.
And saying, look, see,
this is just silly. Why are you doing it?
You do this.
Why did you take it to the extremes?
Oh dear, it's really good.
And then to bring up, is it Vought on Ice?
Oh yes, Vought on Ice, which all goes wrong, and they say,
Huey
"Oh yes."
And the other chap, they're kind of overhearing like a conversation between the head exploder president lady, who's running for president, and Homelander.
You've got theory over her. Don't you?
I do have a theory over that. But let's just bring up the Vought on Ice, and they're doing the tech rehearsals for Vought on Ice, where all the kind of like actors playing the superheroes are doing the dance numbers and singing and everything. Like, I'm just looking at the cast photos of like Homelander there, and it's like, oh my god, it's hilarious.
And then and it all goes wrong.
And it all goes because Huey's in the vents, and then his sweat drips down.
Yep.
On Homelander or beside him, and he's like,
and Homelander starts blasting.
He's like,
and then he chops people in
half. I think it's the actress playing Queen Maeve straight in half, and then people get sliced fingers off and necks cut.
That's it because of the ice skates, And I mean, that's the thing about the boys.
It just goes from 0 to 100 in like split seconds, and I love it.
And they don't pull punches when it comes to the fight sequences. They're jamming through people's heads.
Exactly. No, you killed Prime. Firecracker. We always.
That's it. Oh, hilarious! But that's it. They put humour in the fact that they just kill everybody.
Exactly.
And they do the effects really well. So again, I'm going to compare the boys briefly to the amount of money they're putting into Doctor Who. Why can't they do that?
Yeah.
The boys, when they're doing the special effects and everything, they do it so well.
Yeah. Exactly.
And you think the money the Doctor Who would have, they'd have
way more.
Way more, but yeah, there you go. That's
for the Who.
To go
back to my theory, the head explodey politician lady
Yep.
That rhymes almost.
Head explodey politician lady. Okay.
Yeah. Anyway, I think that she is going to be persuaded to somehow get the stuff out of Carl Urban's head.
Okay, to cure Carl Urban.
Yeah, because I can explode people's heads, but I can also...
Because obviously he had the superpowers and was having a punch-up with Homelander.
Yeah. And Soldier Boy.
He doesn't have the superpowers unless he takes more of the V.
Thing, and that's the thing that's killing him.
Yeah, but...
or poisoning him, anyway.
Do you think he'll take some more? Or do you think he'll end up becoming superpowers all the time?
I hope so.
I hope so, because he's just...
It's all kind of gearing up to this... like hypothetical fight between the two of them, some kind of Batman versus Superman epic scale.
I can't see how you're going to have the boys without Homelander.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. The next season, season 5, that's supposedly the end.
Right. So okay,
that's where they're going to finish.
They're going to finish it because otherwise you are going to keep dragging this out, aren't you?
Well, yeah. Well, that's why they introduced Soldier Boy in the previous season to kind of have that other person they can suddenly flip it to. Let's defeat him.
But for those of you that haven't seen The Boys, highly recommend it. But if you are easily offended,
not for the faint-hearted, shall we say?
Not for the I need to go and sit in a dark room and sit on a beanbag and have a little cry. Yeah. Because I'm offended. You're not going to like it.
This will offend you.
If you are the rest of us that have got thick skins and can see humour for what it is, and not get offended, then this show is just rocks it. You know.
Yeah, literally. I mean, I would happily watch it straight from season 1 all over again if I could.
Yeah.
And who knows? If I ever find a spare 5 minutes, maybe I will.
And well, it's a bit like what was that other TV series that they brought out, which was in a similar vein. You could say offensive. With the.
You got to describe it. You can't just go like that.
Superhero. He's got different helmets.
Peacemaker.
Thank you. Peacemaker, and that was offensive as well in its ways, and that was funny.
I enjoyed that as well.
I enjoyed Peacemaker, so I don't know if they're going to do another Peacemaker, but certainly the boys liked it. So we've only seen the first 3 episodes.
It's set a strong foundation for the rest of the season.
So I think at the moment, it's rocking in there. Still a good 7 or 8 for me.
Okay, because I was going to ask, because it's kind of hard to rate. Because it's kind of like a continuing story, unlike Doctor Who, where it's kind of like wrap up a story every episode. It's kind of like
this is the story continues.
Exactly.
This is how I like. This is how I'd like Doctor Who to be, to have a story which continues for at least 4 episodes, please, BBC. But anyway, So. Anyway,
let's not get on that.
So anyway, but the boys is great.
Perfect. So it just shows up every other show for how kind of pathetic they are.
It shows you can be offensive, but funny at the same time
as having good writing,
and it is no
good story,
bad thing.
Exactly.
If you can't laugh at yourself, who can you laugh at? For fear of offending somebody.
Exactly.
And there you go. So far, that's our first review of The Boys, and we'll be back on the next episode.
Yeah, I think the episodes come out weekly, so
they will from now on.
Stay tuned for those.
Because they always like releasing 1 or 2, and in this case 3. So.
3, yeah. I wonder how many episodes. It's 8. It could be 8.
We shall see.
Hopefully more. Come on, give us more episodes. You rated it what out of 10?
I gave it. I said 7 to 8, but actually I'm going to say I did really enjoy it. I'm going to give it an 8.
Okay.
I'm going to give it an 8 for the first 3 episodes.
I'm going to go.
We're going to rate per episode after this.
Okay, first 3 episodes. I'm going to give it an 8.5 because I think it's got the legs. It's got the potential to be a really good season. And I look forward to seeing where it goes. Hopefully, by the end, it makes it up to the 10.
Yeah. Well, we'll do it episode by episode. Exactly. So there you go.
If you enjoyed this review, please like and subscribe to this channel and comment below any suggestions of further reviews you'd like to see.
See you on the next one.